888-729-9494. We can take your calls down here. It's a party down here. And joining me, for all you people that always talk about, I want to be a broadcaster, I want to do it. Well, this is a guy that works on Angelo's show. You still on there or what?
I was on there last week when I was at the Super Bowl, and I told them In-N-Out Burger wasn't good, and I don't think I'll ever be back on.
Let me tell you something about that to get there. The In-N-Out Burger, overrated.
Yes, I agree.
It's good. It's really good. But because people think it's cool to all of a sudden say In-N-Out Burger because you can't get it here, it becomes this. I lived in Phoenix for a year and a half and ate it a lot. It's good. It's very good.
It went in and it came out quickly.
Oh, I didn't know about that. I didn't have that experience.
No bueno for me.
But I would say this: Five Guys Burgers is way better.
Oh, I agree. I worked at Five Guys. I was a fry cook in high school at Five Guys.
Well, there you go. And I'm not trying to use any. I didn't know that, so I'm not using any kind of loyalty with that. All I'm saying is that Five Guys is better than In-N-Out. And people just like to say In-N-Out because you can't get it here. A little bit like that. There we've settled that. Thanks, Zach, for stopping by. No, just kidding. So Zach works. You're the sports director for Temple's. You do the broadcast tonight.
Yep, I'll do the broadcast tonight. Did it for football as well. So it's been the year of Temple, to say the least, with everything going on with the athletic department.
No kidding. Now, he sounds very professional, doesn't he? I've only talked to Zach in the hallway, seeing him after Angelo's show. We just kind of goof off and talk. But now you're all of a sudden a professional broadcaster.
And we did that PSA commercial when I was an intern together.
That's right.
I did all these crazy voices.
Helped out in production tonight too. So. Tip-off is in about 16 minutes. You're doing the broadcast. What's your give us like if people haven't been following Temple basketball right now? Just give me your summary of it all.
Not too many people would think they'd be in this position to get to the NCAA tournament before the year. People were thinking NIT. And now this is a team that has surprised a lot of people. They're a very streaky team. They go on out there. They were down 12, 5 minutes to go against UConn the other night, shooting like 20, 30%, three-point shot after three-point shot. Got to watch after Devin Coleman off the bench. They're 10-2 in games he comes off the bench. So this is a team that they need to improve a little bit defensively from what they played their last game up against USF. But if they play well defensively tonight, don't give Villanova second chances, they will have a shot in this game, and they need their guys off the bench to start making the shots like they're capable of.
Well, by the way, since I didn't want to really get into gambling and lines, Vegas lines with the athletic director, it's 9.5, which seems, obviously it's number one team in the country, so it's going to be a pretty big spread. You think that's a fair point take there, 9.5?
I would take Temple in this one.
It's going to be a close game.
I think it will get out to a game where Temple could control the pace early. They need to. They have to get behind this crowd. It was unbelievable. I was walking 2 blocks away from here, and it was just fan after fan at 4:30. It was something I've never seen for a Temple basketball year in my 4 years. They have to use the crowd early, score a few buckets early, get the three-point shot going with Obi Nechionia, have Josh Brown facilitate the basketball. Now, I would take Temple in this one, plus 9.5. I would.
Who's a guy on this team that surprised you this year on Temple's team?
I would say it has to be Devin Coleman. He's a player that transferred over from Clemson, from Philadelphia, and he's just a guy that Fran Dunphy just has this ability to develop guards and get the best out of them. And if you look at his whole career here at Temple, which has been basically 3 years but only eligible for 2 years, you wouldn't expect Devin Coleman's number to jump off the stat sheet, but he's been such an imperative player for this team this year. Devin Coleman's been that guy. And also, a guy like Josh Brown, who was coached by Bob Hurley, another player that's just been developed year after year and has continued to continue this lineage of good guards here at Temple University.
Now, when there is a monster dunk or a monster three hit, what is your go-to catchphrase?
Oh, that's a good one.
Is it boom goes the dynamite?
No.
Thank God.
I usually just go like, got it, or like if it's a big three-pointer. The UConn game, I legit lost my voice. I had to go through 3 bags of cough drops this week to get it back. I didn't think I was going to be able to do the game, and it just came back this morning. It was like a papal blessing or something like magical. And so I screamed fantastic, crazy stuff. It's whatever just I feel from the fans and what's going on in the court.
Is this what you want? Wow, speaking of that.
These are the Temple Temperers.
The Temple.
They're the best.
What are they called?
The Temple Temperers.
They look like the Pope.
They were all over like every TV outlet this year they were on. Kevin Nagandi is a Temple alum. I was getting pictures with them. They're the real deal. People love these guys.
This is an insane atmosphere. I mean that. And I've been here for a couple games and for some concerts and stuff, but is this the biggest game in Temple basketball history?
No, it's not the biggest. This was a program on Sunday. They were honoring an Elite Eight team, and John Chaney came out onto the court, standing ovation. Mark Macon, standing ovation. No one gets an ovation like John Chaney, but the cool part about this is the respect between the schools. You'll have the fun signs tonight going after Jalen Brunson, who should have been in this building, but I was talking to Rolly Massimino earlier this week, and he was saying that really with the Big Five, all these coaches, they do events to benefit cancer research and Coaches versus Cancer. So even though they're adversaries tonight, in a few weeks, they're doing fantastic work for some great causes.
Yeah, I mean, this is electric. This is awesome. Your prediction?
I'm going to go 77-73. Let's go Temple. We'll go with Temple.
Wow, nice switch up there.
I need one more highlight reel to wrap off my senior year, so I will selfishly take Temple.
He's playing to the crowd.
Yeah, right.
I don't see any Nova. I don't see any blue. I don't see any.
And this has not just been a one-time thing.
Now I see one. Right when I said that, I see one.
At the Penn State and Notre Dame game this year, it was like 60-40 Temple. The Temple fans have done a complete 180, and this is the year of Temple, and that's why I just have a feeling, on paper it doesn't make sense, but you just get the feeling the way this program has gone this year, that this is Temple's year and they'll get the victory tonight.
Feeding off the football season a bit too. They're all in on sports. Right on. So what do you want to do when you're done here? Do you want to be a play-by-play guy or a color guy? What do you want to do?
I want to be a talk show host. My dad worked for WFAN. He produced Mike and the Mad Dog. So I just grew up always at WFAN, being a junkie as like a little 8-year-old kid, yelling at Joe Beningo and all these guys, giving them my hot takes and all that stuff. So I've always wanted to be a sports radio host.
Right on. Well, you could do it. I mean, listen, you're right on track, hanging around with Angelo. That's the one thing first.
Sludge and Gelb sounds good. 6 to 10, right?
We have a great budget for the night show. It's called I Buy You Slices of Pizza.
That's fine with me.
All right, well,
I'll stick around. You have to give me like 8 slices, though. I'm a big guy.
You're a big guy. It's all right. You know what? Battle's out. You're in. I just bumped Battle because he shows up late and he has one job and you never fail. So you're in, brother.
All right. Sounds good. I'll see you tomorrow.
Have a great time doing the game tonight, Zach. Thanks, buddy.
Thank you so much.
All right, brother.